Now, next topic is information and communication technology. So, the education sector is facing many challenges because of two main factors in India. The first factor is continuous increase in population, and the population is increasing by geometric progression and every year. More and more students are seeking admission in educational institution to educate themselves. Hence, more institutes are required. Then there is an additional challenge to appoint more trained teachers. Although required more financial resources, the second dimension is known as explosion. In almost every subject, the knowledge is accumulative. This actually turns out to be a challenge for teachers as more knowledge is to be imparted within the available time, so the curriculum may remain unchanged. So today, from the time we wake up the morning to the time we sleep, we are surrounded by media, TV, radio. We are not even aware that we are surrounded by media. So ICT tool is very important today fast changing society. The optimum use of ICT in India higher education system can propel the country to become a knowledge superpower, and the innovative use of information technology in higher education addresses the three fundamental changes like access, equity and quality. We want access, equity and quality. Meaning of information and communication technology. UNDP ICT are basically information handling tool, a varied set of good application and service that are used to produce, store, process, distribute and exchange the information. ICT includes both old and new tool. Old ICT tool mainly include radio, TV, telephone. New ICT means computer, satellite, wireless technology and internet. These different tools are now able to work together and combine to form our networked world. A massive infrastructure of interconnected telephone service, standardized computing hardware, the internet, radio, TV, which reach into the every corner of the globe. ICT not only refer to the latest computer and internet-based technology, but also refers simple audio visual such as the transparency, slides, cassettes, video record, radio and film. This older and more familiar technology are referred under the collective heading of analogous media. ICT, new ICT is the some extent LPG coupled with the advance in IT has opened up a new demand for skilled manpower, especially in the service sector. In this kind of scenario, education has been identified as one of the 12 main service under the GATS, which needs to open up for the free flow of trade between countries. Knowledge is expected to become a tradable commodity, and it will be essential that Indian educators keep pace with the change. According to Cross and Adam, four basic rations behind introducing the ICT. Social, keeping in view the role that technology now plays in society, students need to learn the technology. Vocational, now most of the jobs require technological orientation. Catalytic, to enhance the teaching effectively will be help to the technology. Pedagogical, to make use of technology in the enhancing learning, flexibility, efficiency. So ICT product available having relevance to the education, teleconferencing, email, audio, TV lesson, radio broadcasting, CD-ROM. The objective must be clear while deciding the ICT. There are three ways of ICT. ICT education. Education is industry, both the software and hardware. Okay. Skills. ICT supported education, supplement of printed study material. ICT includes broadcast media, radio, TV program, and the audio and video. ICT enable education's program is purely delivered through ICT using them medium for the teaching learning. Target community of the IT in India. As far as India demographic profile is concerned, almost half of the Indian population is below 25-year age. 70% rural area, 60% people, 15 major languages. So urban-rural divides still exist in terms of the access, equity and resources. In the new educational system, they are likely to be the four level of the learner. First is learner in this category can afford the high cost of education. Second level able to afford the cost of education, so prefer the existing public institution and would soon be completing with first level. Third level it consists of the academically financially poor student. Fourth consists of the illiterate and the poor. So objective of the ICT improving the access of the system, improving the quality of the teaching, increase the transparency in the system and amazing the student learning participation effectiveness, behavior to maximum the student involvement, optimizing the relationship, improving the placement, performance, website application volume. So strength of ICT, individualized of learning. Individualized of learning means that people learn as individual and not the homogeneous group. ICT may be flexibility to each individual and self-paced learning help to the process. Interactivity feature, the learner can relate to the content more effectively. It is not always necessary that the learner should more in sequential manner. Distance and climate insensitivity. Teaching and learning could be taken out of the conventional education system. Teaching can be individualized the geoclimatic conditions. Now more economic and higher speed of delivery and wider each, so the unit overhead costs come down and initial investment may be higher. Multiple teaching functions and diverse audience solve the problem. Uniform quality, so urban and rural equally and at the same time low cost. So ICT high infrastructure startup cost be required. Little attention toward the individual differences in order to achieve the economy scale. So higher the quantity, the lower will be the cost. To keep the cost low, we make the content common. We do not take into account the individual difference among students. It may create a digital divide. So ICT reap more benefits and learn faster than those who are not familiar with the techno aspect. Accessibility issue like ICT 100% reach of the radio, 90% reach of the TV are not mean that all listener are view access to the medium. Socio-economic, cultural, poverty, illiteracy are the constraints. ICT is basically a delivery system. Only the deliver content. They are not expected to measure attitudinal behavioral change. Difficulty in performance and evaluation. ICT is usually multidimensional in nature and with long-term perspective, and the performance in the comparison to classroom assessment. Continuous training requirement as a technology. पापा आटा खड़ी हो पापा
किधर खड़ी हो
जेब में
तो बेटा वेओ किधर था
मुख्य जाते हैं बेरा continuous training. A technological change, there is continuous need to train the trainer, which may sometimes be resisted also since not all the teachers are expert in ICT. Call for attitudinal change to understanding teaching and learning. These are different from what is accustomed to, therefore they need different way of understanding. So it may shift attention from primary goal to the ICT and skill bonding process between teacher and student. And synchronous asynchronous media. Synchronous asynchronous media senders stop data start And synchronous media is the sender and receiver and synchronous media. Based upon the characterization, media technology can be grouped into two categories. Synchronous media require all participants together at the same time, even though they are different location. Asynchronous media is the learning process to be at different time and different place. Synchronous, same time, same place. Asynchronous, different time, different place. Major ICT learning category: e-learning, blending learning, and distance learning. E-learning is the advanced learning technology which deal with both the technology associated methodology in the learning. Distance education provided the base for e-learning. E-learning can be on demand. It overcome timing, attendance, and travel difficulty. Blended learning, combination of multiple approaches to the learning. It is usually used to define a situation where different delivery method combine. These methods may include the mixture of face-to-face learning, self-paced learning, and online classroom. Face-to-face learning is this could be include the lecture, workshop, presentation, tutorial, and conferences. Self-paced learning is the it's reading specific chapters, textbook, studying the course material, CD, and attending pre-recorded classes and faculty member working assignment. Online collaborative learning, synchronous instruction and the asynchronous, that is it is type of the education where the student work on their own at home or at office, communicate with faculty and other student via email, electronic form, video conferencing. It is also known the open learning. Most distance learning program include a computer based training system, WWW. All computer platform, they are increasingly serving the foundation. So ICT also allow for the creation of digital resources, digital library, student, teacher, and the professions. So networking is research, hence sharing the scholarly material. Recent ICT for higher education, National Institute of Research Mission on the Education through Information and Communication Technology is a centrally sponsored scheme to realize the potential of ICT in teaching process for the benefits of all. And generation and connectivity along with the provision for the access device for institution and learner. So InflipNet lakhs of ebooks and thousands of high quality e-journal have been made available for the college university. In the research culture, the model needs to scale up the maximizing the coverage. National Program on Technology Enhanced Learning, National Knowledge major initiative in the India for the providing e-content for the different courses. Lakhina, it was developed by the Content Center for the Development, IT Ministry and the Israel and Technology. The objective of this project is to spread computer literacy to the masses in India who do not know the English. National Program on Technology Enhanced Learning, it is joint initiative of the IIT IISc provide e-learning through the online web and video courses in engineering, science, humanities stream aiming to enhance the quality engineering education. National Knowledge Network Connected Digital Initiative has been undertaken to cover 1000 institutions besides providing digital computer and video conferencing wireless hotspot. Center for Distance Engineering Education was there. Its classroom interaction program by using real-time interactive satellite technology. EduSat, the launch EduSat for satellites by the IGNOU TV and the internet technology. IIM and IIMB, IIMK, these are the global education reliance after distance education. Brahaspati, this open source e-learning platform has been developed by the Kanpur private player and increasing number of private player like the Hughes Global Education and the Manipal Education Group, that was online education courses are there. Digitalization of the books, there is a increased trend towards the creation of a digital repository of books to create a digital learning environment. Digital version of the books, embedded text, and National Mission on Education plans generate new online courses. Content delivery using IT and ICT. Higher education is purely a content driven play where the education content is delivered through the ICT. Open education resources, AICT and INDC, Ministry of Human Resources to enhance the greater access and general annual savings. UGC also launched a digital library consortium to provide access to the peer-reviewed journal and bibliographic database. Virtual Technology University, the National Mission on Education through the ICT. Virtual technology to impart training and student along with new teachers. It focuses on science technology. Gyan Darshan by IGNOU and IIT channel that broadcasts the program for the school. IGNOU and UGC Consortium for Educational Communication. Gyanvani, it is the bucket for the frequent modulation radio channel which broadcasts the program. IGNOU and IIT under the UGC countrywide classroom initiative. Gyan Darshan and Doordarshan National DD. E-Gyan Kosh, that was IGNOU. 95% uploaded the repository. Education and Research Network, ERNet, that was Indian Council of Agriculture Research Net, and UGC Infonet to provide the internet and intranet facility, that was Education and Research Network. And Saket portal, launched in the Saket one stop education portal for address all the education learning related needs of the student. NIZ provide link to vast knowledge resources and repository education. Grid Garuda, that is National Grid, bringing together academic, scientific and research communities for developing the data and the applications. And National Knowledge Network is also there. Shruti Drishti, and basically for the visually impaired women imparted. IIT Madras tasked to develop the e-content. Consortium for Educational Communication, it has been tasked for creating e-content. Mobility, the mobile phone are rich in the feature that they provide more than just voice call. Smartphone, iPhone, Kindle, which has the internet access, allow the student and faculty to perform a wide range of assignment tasks like the admission, sharing and the notes. So mobile phone can now access computer file from remote location with the service, and bring an assignment to class can use the cell phone. Concept of social learning. Web 2.0, social networking such as blog and wikis, YouTube, iTunes, Big Think, influencing a new trend in higher education. The emergence of smartphones such as iPhone and other intelligent devices enhance the mobile learning, create new channel for the content delivery, online video expansion, broadcasting. The adoption of virtual reality, Second Life has provided the higher education a combination of Web 2.0 concept of social learning, that was social networking community, has made the traditional learning more social and personalized. To begin with, the initial learning management system, the Blackboard, Sakai and Moodle and WebCT were course centered. The eGeneral AICTE consortium set up by the Ministry of Human Resources to enhance the greater access for the generate the annual savings bibliographic. UGC has also launched a digital library consortium to provide the access to the peer-reviewed general bibliographic database. The key challenge affecting the utilization of the IT and ICT Indian higher education for all, lack of desired level of the knowledge and the technology, low technology is ICT in higher education with the penetration of computer and internet, especially for the rural area, poor implementation, linguistic barrier. These are the problems. Now PAL, NTSC and the CCAM. So face alternative line. PAL is a video science standard. It's increase the bandwidth, allow for the better picture quality. National Television System Committee. It is mainly used the North America country, USA, Canada. Sequential memories, that was it used mainly the France. Frequency modulation is a form of modulation that convey the information over a carrier wave by varying its frequency. Amplitude modulation, in which amplitude of the carrier is varied while frequency remain constant. Prasar Bharati Board of Cam 97. Public service broadcasting, and the objective public service is achieved by All India Radio, Ministry of Information Broadcasting. All India Radio 1927. These opened under the name Indian Broadcasting Service 1936. Akashvani Air Network comprised the national channel and the regional station FM stereo. Doordarshan 1959 and daily transmission 1965. TV service was extended to the Bombay, and the TV was national program was introduced 1982, and from then onwards there has been a DD Swadesh Bharat and biggest health communication for the DD. Indian Space Program. ISRO established two major space systems. It is Indian National Satellite Service INSAT. TV broadcasting is the Indian remote sensing satellite used for the resource monitoring. A transponder is the wireless communication device that picked up EduSat, was launched in the Ku band, mostly used the TV, and VSAT K band, that is used high definition satellites and low bandwidth. India first moon mission Chandrayaan was launched. Kalpana name was there. AMAT community radio station. Government of India is the policy for grant license for the setting up the community radio. And EduRoam, that is, it's a global service enable student, researcher and staff from the participating institution to obtain the internet connectivity. EduRoam. Internet protocol television, that is delivered through the high speed internet and TV required to customer location. IPTV, Doordarshan being one of the TV network, it started the 1959 Delhi with the transmission of educational and development program. DD channel digital mode DD, that was direct plus was started, and that was transmission headed in the sky. It is Comcast satellites multiplex service that provide the cable channel and hits the combined cable for just thus companies can the pull in the hundred of channels. Press and print media, register or newspaper for India. So it is mandatory for all newspaper and magazine to get the NRI. Press Information Bureau, Government of India, disseminate information, print, electronic media. Its headquarters is New Delhi. 8 regional offices are there. Information, education and communication is now national media centers located in New Delhi and website in several different languages. Public information campaigning is held to disseminate information directly to the target, and main news agency in India is the Press Trust of India 1947, United News India 1959, a full-fledged Hindi wire service called the Univartana. Press Council of India Parliament to preserve the freedom of press and maintain improve the statement standard newspaper and news agency. PCI Act 1978 provide for the reconstruction. Name News Network, that is internet based news and photograph exchange is there. Basic computer term, computer is a photogram machine. It's allow the user to store all sort of information and data. A computer can be defined as an electronic device accepting, storing, logical, manipulating data, processing, producing output, and some computers are also capable of processing graphics, video and video input. CPU is also there. The computer are classified according to generation, functionality and size. Generation refer to the time period during which a computer has been developed. The different generation use the vacuum tubes for the circuitry, magnetic drum memory, high electricity consumption, programming in machine language. Now example Mark 1 and ENIAC. Second generation transmission were used. First operating system core memory developed. Programming was in machine language, assembly language, magnetic tape was there. Early version of COBOL and the Photon is there. Now third generation integrated circuit, fourth generation large scale integration circuit and the large scale integration technology used, and fifth generation these computers used in parallel processing, speech recognition, intelligence, robot and the artificial intelligence. According to function, analogous computer, digital and hybrid. Analogous, digital, hybrid, three type of computers are there. Analogous computer are that in which data varies continuously, that is the movement of data is continuous. Okay, so here the movement of data is it is a generally mean to measure physical variables such as voltage, pressure, temperature. Digital computer are those computer in which data flow is discrete. These are high speed programmable electronic device that perform mathematical calculation, compare the value and store the result. It uses the binary number system 0 and 1. The digital computer is designed using the digital circuits. So digital computer gives more accurate, faster results. Digital computer is the better suited for the solving the complex problem, science, engineering and technology, increasing use of field design, research and data processing. Based on the purpose, digital computer can be further classified as follow. General purpose computer, special purpose computer. General purpose computer used for any type application. Most of the computer is the general purpose computer. Special purpose computer is one of the special application. Hybrid computer is combine the desirable feature of the analogous and digital. They combine the speed of the analogous computer and the accuracy of digital computer. Now analogous to digital, digital to analogous converter are used for transmission data into suitable for the other type of computation. For example, in a hospital intelligence care unit, analogous device might measure a patient's temperature, blood pressure. This analogous measurement may then be converted into number of the supplied digital component. Hybrid computer are mainly used for specialized tasks. There are 4 different type of computer. First is supercomputer, mainframe, mini and micro. Supercomputer, mainframe, mini and micro. Supercomputer is Param and Eka is the supercomputer. all type of applications like stock analysis, nuclear, electronic design, whatever you want to do. Mainframe computer is a million instruction per second. Mainframe computer largely powerful multi-sector computer. This 1000 workstations are there, and these techniques allow many people to be the terminal to access the same computer. Next is mini computer, the mid-sized multi-processing computer. They can perform several actions at the same time, and it's recent the distinction between a mini computer and the small mainframe has blurred. Often the distinction depends upon how the manufacturer want to market his machine, and this perform also less than that mainframe. Workstation are powerful single user computer. They have the capacity to store and process large quantity of data, but they can only be used by one person at a time. They are typically linked together to form a computer network called the local area network LAN, which means the several people such as the staff office can communicate with each other and share the electronic file and data. In terms of computing power, workstation lies in between the personal computer, mini computer. Workstation commonly support applications that require the relatively high quality graphic capability and a lot of memory, such as desktop publishing software. Workstation is similar to the personal computer but is more powerful and are come with a high quality monitor. Microcomputers are called the personal computer. It is small and relatively inexpensive computer commonly consisting display, screen, keyboard, CPU, central processing unit and printer. So the invention of the microprocessor single chip gave birth to the cheaper microcomputer, desktop computer, laptop computer and handheld computer. Computer hardware, physical equipment required to create, use, manipulate, store electronic data, and the hardware of computer system can be classified CPU. Central processing unit is microprocessor that controls the execution of program instructions. Microprocessor is the programmable integrated circuit, arithmetic operation, logical input, output, and data manipulations. Main CPU component. To carry out the functions, arithmetic logical unit perform the various calculations like division, multiplication, and comparisons. Control unit operation, hardware flow, execution of data instruction. Now memory unit is there that it hold the data instruction and intermediate results and final results ready for output. The data and the instruction are passed from the main storage ALU. CPU, ALU, register, memory, input, output. Now computer held megabyte or even gigabyte. A megabyte is unit 1 billion byte. A gigabyte is 1 billion byte. So 64 megabytes, then it's 64 million bytes. Set of register. Within the CPU there are a number of high speed special purpose memory units. These registers carry out the critical functions. And motherboard, the computer main circuits which contain CPU, the memory and the expansion for additional circuit board are called the adapter or card. A set of parallel wire of the connecting CPU of the computer to all other inputs data can transmit into two direction. Okay, so peripheral device. A peripheral device is any device that can be connected to a computer. This term includes the monitor, keyboard, mouse and all that. Input device, any device that is capable of inputting information, for example keyboard, microphone, mouse and a scanner. Output device are basically meant for the anything that comes out of the computer after being processed. This input include the monitor, headphone, printer and all that. Storage device, computer data storage, often called the memory, refer to the computer component and the recording media. Memory refer to the temporary internal storage area within. Then the term memory is usually used the shorthand. Physical memory, which refer to the actual chip. Some computer also use the virtual memory, which expand the physical memory. So the random access memory is also termed as the main memory. It is the temporary memory volatile that allow the information to be stored randomly and accessed quickly and directly. So the computer can both wire data in RAM and read data RAM. Every time a user turn on computer, a set of operation instruction copied from hard disk. These instructions, which help the control basis computer function, remain in RAM. As soon power is turned off, read-only memory, it is a permanent memory of the computer. A set of instructions has been built into the computer by the manufacturer, cannot be accessed or changed by the user. It only permits user to read the data. Computer almost always contain a small amount of ROM. Programmable read-only memory, that is memory chip. You store the program and has been used, you cannot wipe it clean, uses the sometime else. Erasable programmable read-only memory, exposing to the ultraviolet lights. Electronic erasable programmable read-only EPROM is erased for the charge, and it also termed as the flash memory. Primary storage is RAM and ROM, and secondary storage is CPU. It must be first copied into the primary ROM. So after the getting of data are staged from the memory computer. Now secondary memory is the cheapest form of the memory. Secondary memory device include the magnetic disk and optical disk, magnetic tapes, which are to be the form secondary memory. And 512 bytes for the hard drive and 20 to 48 bytes for the CD-ROM. Internal, they is the reside within a computer. Hard disk is example of magnetic disk. They usually hold more data and are conventional faster. External, they are portable and usually removable storage device. CD, digital video, and the Blu-ray disc, these are the examples of this. Pen drive and memory sticks are also. Computer software. So software is the program, set of program, procedure, along algorithm that provide the instruction for telling a computer what to do, what not to do. It can also be defined computerized instruction that operate a computer, manipulate the data. Software stored in the BIOS, ROM, and PC. It called as firmware and indicate that it fall into the area somewhere between the software and hardware. So system software provide the basic function for the computer, help to the run the computer, and include the combination of the device and operating system. Serves the utilities and the Windows system. It manages the hardware device, also responsible for the operating system. Compiler, it converts the source code into the another computer language called objects. Example, Algo compiler, basic compiler, C++, Photon. Operating system, an operating system control all the resources of the computer. It can be 16 bits, 32 bits, and 64 bits. Unix is there, GNU Linux is there, Windows is there, 2000 and Vista. Mac is there, embedded and real-time OS is there, experimental is there, Windows developed 1995, MS-DOS is for growing interest in graphical user interface, and Mac previous operating system used to the GUI. The most recent client version, Windows Vista, Windows 8, Linux was developed, Linux Torvald. It is freely available, multitasking and multi-user. So utility software, antivirus software, that is protecting the software to defend your computer against the malicious software. Desktop widget, interactive virtual to provide single purpose vehicle. Backup software is our backup files, cleaning up disk, and example of the window. Now application software used to the platform singular multiple related tasks. It can be further classified into the productivity software, desktop publishing, schedule sheet, Mozilla, or collaborative software is also there. Software can be either proprietary or open. Proprietary software is the privately owned and the control the specification. Such software are not divulged in order to prevent. Users usually prefer using open software which is publicly accessible. Anyone can create because they can understand how it are designed. Freeware is the software that are copied and used without payment author. These are the ruler convention and the specific command used to write a computer program. Most program must be converted into the machine language. Machine language is the only language understood by the computer. Each statement of the machine language is sequence of the zero and series of bit. While easily understood by the computer, machine language are almost impossible for the human to use. Binary number programming might therefore be either high-level programming language or assembly language. Assembly language is also the second generation. It contains same instruction as a machine language, but the instruction variable have name instead of being just numbers. So it's for the example assembly language statement like the move, add, recognize, then 0 and 1. High level language are most programs, C++, Java. One advantage of this very readable and the statement in this language are English. Program written in this are translated into assembly language, and assembly language program are translated into the machine language. CPU have its own unique machine language and different type of computers. A program is set of instructions for the performing the particular task. These instructions are just like English word. The computer interpreted the instruction 0 and 1. A program can be written in assembly language, and this written program is called the source program. And the source program is for convert into the machine language in the object program. Language assembler. This language processor convert the program written in assembly language. Interpreter. This language processor convert the program into machine language if line by line, that is interpreters. If there is an error, it report to the same time. Program execution cannot be resumed until the error is rectified. Compiler also convert the high level language into the machine language, and it convert the entire high level language into one go and report all the errors program along with the line number. Okay, now how does a computer process information? When data are put into a computer, the number or words we understand are translated into a binary number. Everything you type, input, output, send, retrieve, withdraw. Binary number is digit, binary 0 and 1. A computers are the binary system to play important role. Okay, now the value of the binary is 0 and 1. Computer base 0 and 1 electronically. This transfer when data tied to the computer, the keyboard convert 8 bits equal to 1 byte, 1024 byte, 1 kilobyte, kilobyte into megabyte, megabyte into giga, and giga into tera. Binary digit, it is a digit within the binary number system. A bit is the smallest unit of information held in the computer. In order to make the bit useful, they are combined into the bytes. A combination of bits that represent is called the byte. 8 bits equal to 1 byte. ASCII, American Standard Code for Information Interchange. It is American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Assign a specific pattern of bits to each other, and as described earlier, another code that may be found especially IBM brand mainframe computer. Extended Binary Coded Decimal Interchange Code, EBCDIC. It is possible people to retrieve use someone else's data. So ASCII is that formatting or spatial quality of the computerized information. Network. A network is a system of interconnected computers. These are number of the type of computers. Local area networks enables the connect number of computer within the same location. Wide area network, telecommunication device to link the computer wider area. Wireless local area computer through the access point to wider internet. Personal area network is the IT device close to one person. Metropolitan area sites within the larger area. Campus area, geographical area can is smaller than WAN and MAN. Storage area, non-storage area network, that was the network. Internet, the internet is a system that link existing network worldwide. Internet, that was the educational organization use the LAN, and the extranet permit user that is organization to enter portion another organization internet in order to conduct the business. Virtual private network, it is the network that was link between the node are carried out by the open connection. Topology, the physical topology of the network refer to the configuration of the cables and computers. Bus topology, here every computer is connected to the main cable like a bus. Star topology, there is the hub or switches box to which all workshops are directly connected. Ring topology, devices are exactly two neighbors. Mesh topology, that is connected to the another. Tree topology, combination of two or more star network. Computer virus, there are the program that spread across the computer by attaching a copy of itself file on the computer. Thus they spread from one computer to another. When they use the infected file, a virus is usually harmful and files are transferred to that. So virus act is cause the humorous message to appear on the screen. Some cause the minor glitches also, flood and all that. The internet basics. Internet is a global system, interconnected computer network, and serves the millions of the user worldwide. So the internet dates back to the group of interconnected network. It has to be the handful for interconnected network into the huge network. Internet to language teach the world wide web. Working of the internet. A computer network allows sharing of resources, and a specific computer address of computers secure mean for the moving data into the form of electronic signals, receiving files, transmission control, and internet protocol. Transmission protocol. Internet protocol is divided into the data and the Role of IP is put destination addressing the information such packets and the username of the internet allowed to the holder. Now internet and external. Intranet a network word that is accessible to computers which are not physically a part of the organization on private network, but it not accessible to the general public. For example, vendor business and often an intranet. And extranet a technology that permit user to organization network to enter portion another organization network in order to conduct the business. Hardware requirement of internet. Modern modulator and demodulator is a device or the program which is convert the computer data into a signal that can be transmitted over the telephone line. It can also be reconvert a signal coming into the computer via the telephone. Hub is a place convergence where data arrive from one or more direction and is forwarded to the another directions. Okay, and bridge is a network device that connects two or more networks such as the LAN and LAN Ethernet. Router is a device that determines the next network point to which the data packet should be forwarded. It is hardware device and connect computers network and that connect one network with another network, connecting two or more computer together. Gateway. A gateway is a node on a network that serves as the entrance to another network. The computer that control traffic within an organization or a internet service provider. Gateway nodes. Now software requirement. Hypertext transfer protocol. This defines the format for the communication between web browser, internet message access protocol. This format for the communication email and service client. Secure socket, a protocol developed the Netscape transmitting private document. Transfer control protocol, TCP IP internet protocol. It is manage all the information that moves across the internet. It consists of multiple protocol data across the network. File transfer protocol, a set of guidelines standard that establish the format in which the file can be transmitted computer another. Trial file transfer protocol, that is also there. Simple mail transfer protocol, network based email EFRANET. Telnet protocol connect with the remote computer on the internet. Hypertext markup language, HTML also insert the hypertext links. Standardized general markup language that was maintain the structure. Uniform resource locators also addresses specific document found on the web. Internet service provider, a company that provides a subscription service to enable user or organization to access the internet and dedicated to the lines, so it's on verbal web setting up the website. Main internet connection, dial-up connection that was for the computer. Digital signals must be converted into the analogous service and transferring large chunk of data to from the internet without modem. Cable TV connection, household with the cable TV option for cable modem and internet access. Digital subscriber line that was asymmetrical and symmetrical provides same bandwidth. Satellites connection, it is for getting TV signal directly. Bluetooth is open wireless technology for data exchange, wireless exchange information. Broadband internet access is high speed internet and typically constrained for dial up access. Broadband technology is the minimum 256 kbps. Home networking broadcast constitute to the high speed internet. DSL is also there. Wired Ethernet integrated circuits. Digital network is also there. Other important internet related term, World Wide Web, component of the internet that combine the audio, video and the graphics of internet is collection documents application. www. Tim Berners-Lee invented the HTML coding and it's opened the internet to millions of people interested in the finding information. It is huge collection of resources for information, include the learning materials. It's also part of the internet. World Wide Web is consist of document called the web page contain the information on the particular topic. Web browser is a software that permits user with a click mouse to locate, display and browser help in the opening up pages and the navigation. Now Internet Explorer, Mozilla, Firefox, Opera and Safari. Cross-platform browser that was Mac, Linux and Monkey Flock. Graphical text-based. The main example of graphical is the Microsoft and the Navigator. Here it's important to maintain that web browser, internet surfing process, visiting different sites. Okay, now domain name is .com for the commercial sites, .education for education, governmental, military, gateway for .NET, org for private. Domain name server, a special type of internet computer which converts a website domain name into the unique number IP address. Identify the computer where the website is stored, where you are trying to. Domain name identify the internet site website. Domain name are always have two more parts, separate dots, and the part of the left is most specific, part of the right is more general. Okay, alphabetical name is there. Suffix indicate the type of organization is hosting the sites. Hull.ac.uk University of Hull request in the first made to the name of server resolve the name of IP address, locate the computer where the website is stored. Internet protocol address, IP address is their computer on the internet are nearly always refers to the more memorable domain. Home page, the main page of the website is home page typically, so its home page is similar to the page and table for the book. Identify the site's content link to the other page. Hyperlink, an element in the hypertext document that highlighted the means underlining use of a different color when highlighted element is clicked. So element same document another document. Firewall is a software package that are between the computer and the internet connections and keeping the traffic going to flow. Anything is there so to write information. Firewall have become essential these days become for the frequent attempt being and for example voice over internet protocol. Search engine, it is a program that search document for the special keywords, so more popular research is Google, Yahoo. Baidu is the search engine developed for China. Meta search engine is the search tool, and the internet search engine is locate the document contain the keyword also. Wide area information server, electronic mail commonly referred to 1990, it is a paperless method and its email is very fast compared to the normal post. Email message usually the only few seconds will be required immediately. Modern email operator across the internet today email system are based on the store one and forward model, so it's an email server for a long server. Okay, message develop karna, then header, then body. The message header contain the control information including the mini originator of email describing the information. An email is the inception of the internet and was in fact crucial tool in the creating it. But the history of the modern global internet email ARPANET is there. ARPANET 1973, the current email sent 1970 look quite similar to the basic text. Glossary for ICT is the address book. Usually it is surprise as a part of your email software. Okay, adware is a software that may have been installed on your computer by the remote computer via web. Ajax is combination of asynchronous Java XML. Okay, and Apache is the most popular web server software. Apache mainly run Unix. Applet is the written in Java programming language and maybe inside web page. Archive is the document file that immediately needed, should be not be completely discarded. CD-ROM. Attachments are there. Connections files, almost document files are there. Audio conferencing are there, that is conduct the virtual conference same room participating, unlike the video conferencing is there. Authoring the package authoring programs are there. Authoring tools are there. Computer programming language, these terms may also be applied to software package, front page and the Dreamweaver. Bandwidth, it is the amount data that can be sent to the computer, for example via a computer internet and vice versa. Baud is the measurement at which data can be transferred from one computer to the another. Blog is there, that was the blog can be contain the news items and short essays. Okay, and graphics and multimedia. Computer conferencing is a development of the emails and the computer, and conferencing are consist of group of participants. Computer conferencing software enable the organizing, storage, structuring. Cookie is a piece of information stored on a user computer by the web browser. Web browser use the cookies to recognize users, and this was okay. Post management system, it is a virtual learning, and crawler is a program that search the web new links. Okay, now next one is executable binary machine code. If a double click on an executable program is the window explorer extension is there .html and .jpg. Host, it refers to the computer that provide the service to other computer. Hypermedia, it is an extension of the hypertext that integrate the audio, video, graphics. Hypertext is technology link the text and user quickly find the related clicking on the appropriate keyword. Interactive whiteboards are there, touch sensitive in projection. iPod, that is portable media. Java is a programming language. We can download the computer through internet and immediately execute. Joint photographic expert groups are also there. Not netbook is small lightweight computer smaller than the laptop. Moodle is a open source software, and microblogging is the sites containing the information of events. Mesh hub is the service combine the data into a new application. Open source is used to describe the software provide free charge along with the original source. And optical character OCR software used to the conjunction with the scanner. Personal digital assistants are there. Audio communication and networking features. Portable network graphics are there. Graphics format specially designed for the www quality including high resolution image. Pixel is the contracting for picture element. Podcast, the term podcast taken in the name from a combination of the iPod. Okay, and pop-up is the small window appear within the program. Portal is the web page. Websites are there. Typically, a portal includes the annotated analogous include the engine email. Public domain, it is a material that is either copyright free whose copyrights have expired. Okay, now RSS is developed in the internet technology. An example site containing the blogging and RSS. Smiley is the email message. Facial expressions are there. Server, it's a computer which provides the computer, and the smartphones are the advanced mobile phone navigations, and it's many other Apple iPhone typical example of this. Social media 2.0 video recordings initial discussion. Social networking sites. Spam is the unsolicited email. Splog is the creator of finding subject that attract lot of visitors. Simulator peripheral operational online. Spool is the technique outline output to not directly send to the printer. It's first transferred to the intermediary storage. Spyware, it's a term that may be used synonymously with adware but implies more sinister motives. Tablet computer is a computer portable computer that make use of a touch screen instead of keyboards. Typing. Tagging is become more common in the recent years. Widespread of the social media for sharing image, audio, and the video recordings. And tandem learning is buddy learning, a form of learning that this may be the face-to-face via the internet. And text file is also there, that was the readm text txt. Video conferencing are there, that is location or the virtual conferencing, but it can be here another. Vodcast is the short form of video podcast. Voice over the internet protocol, audio communication using the internet instead of the telephone. Wireless application protocol on the application is the mobile phone. www websites are also there. Wi-Fi is for the wireless fidelity connecting the high frequency wireless network. Wiki is the website similar online resource which allow the anyone to set up the resources. Wikipedia is the best known example of wiki and collaboratively written encyclopedia. World Wide Web Consortium is also there, act as a resource center. Zip drive is there, accept the portable zip disk. Zip used for the verb to describe the process of compacting files program in order to cut down the amount of storage space required. So this all about the computer and important terms we